Right, and here we are at the fifth quarter. Got the big event, and we've got the Dominator. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yeah, the fifth quarter is something new.
Yes.
I've had a bit to do with it with Kenny. Kenny's obviously running the show, which has really been good. Yeah, we've had a couple of little gigs and things are going around and around a little bit, but hopefully tonight I think it will be a very fulfilling night.
I think so.
Obviously, you know, we're here for a strategy to help people.
Yep.
Nothing more, nothing less, and yeah, it's a bit like the AFLPA, but I mean, this is the fifth quarter, and we used to have good third quarters. Now we need to have a good fifth quarter.
Exactly. That was perfectly said.
We need some positivity too, because I mean, mental health and injuries and whatever the case may be, it's not easy, and we need to attack it with a bit of vim and vigour as well, and a smile on the dial. No. I've been through that myself, and you know, come out the other side $1 million.
Yeah.
So.
And I think, like a lot of guys you play with and that have gone through issues, haven't they?
Oh, we all got issues, mate. But it's just Kenny's brainstorm, which is really, he's a real inspiration. He was the same as a footballer.
Keeps it low to half forward for Rance, but Ree Jones having a birthday.
Takes the free from half back, up near the centre. Ree Jones glides like a bird. Great play, David Ree Jones, and what a
Right, and at the fifth quarter again, we have, oh mate, look at it. We've got jumper punches very own. Ree Jones, how are you, mate?
Yeah, look, Kenny's been at this for quite a while now, you know, quite a few years and pushing hard. And, you know, I've been involved with the past players here at Carlton, but, you know, we've been helping where we can sort of thing. But, you know, to Kenny's credit, he's kept pushing that and he's really got somewhere. So hopefully it can go on to bigger and better things, because the concept behind it is fantastic.
This is what society needs at the moment, huh? With the mental health, everyone's struggling at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, well, that seems to be the thing now, you know, the mental health and well-being of people as they get older. And it's not easy. I mean, I'm 62 now, and it's you know, it's life doesn't get easier, but yeah, you've got to help out where you can, and you know, people are suffering in different ways. So you know, we've seen a couple of boys take their own lives recently, and you know, you just don't want to see that sort of thing happening. So you know, if we can prevent one or two or whatever it is,
100%.
You know, and we do that with Carlton in particular. We try and help where we can through the past players, but it's, you know, it really needs something above 100%. That as well, and hopefully 100%. The fifth quarter can be that.
Good thing now that you know, something like this can tell that even the older blokes to say, hey man, you can talk about it, yeah?
Yeah, look, I'm one of those. You know, have a cup of cement and harden up, and that's the era I come from, and it's the way I am. But then again, you see mates and you see people who are down, and you know, you can't really tell them to have a cup of cement when they're down so low. So yeah, you just got to help people.
McCumble's there. Well, here for fifth quarter, Kenny's doing a great job, mate. Just, I don't know, just what do you think about this?
He's doing a reasonable job there. No.
Like he did on the ground?
Oh no, he's a good player. He's a solid player, a good person, and he's a good leader. And the fifth quarter's lucky they got him.
The mental challenges people are going through are pretty tough at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, it is, but sort of you don't pick off too much is probably not a bad idea, you know. You don't have to be a superstar, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, and live a normal life, but everyone wants to climb up more, as we all know, and we all understand that. So look, we're there to catch them when they fall down. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, because only had last year it was sort of a little bit of we lost a bit of time, but it'll be better this year because
100%.
Because they've fallen down a few times and they've got to get up, and
you've got to do that.
You have to. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, no one's going to give you a magic wand.
No,
I can assure you of that.
Yeah.
down the back. There's Buckley, has a quick look, lines up, Carlton scores for a short ball to Buckley and he finds him. Good play. Buckley can run on and run in. Will he kick it? He does. It's better, Jim Buckley.
All right, we've got the great Jimmy Buckley here at the 5th quarter, mate. So what do you think, mate? Kenny's doing a great job here, mate. What do we got to say about the 5th quarter?
Look, the 5th quarter is a great cause or foundation, what it is now, and you know, people have just got to give to it to get it up and running, and it'll be very, very beneficial for the players to do it. Like, there's that many players out there suffering, and not only that, it's just other people suffering through just the times and that. And I think tonight, you know, the round, we've got the guests here tonight and also for speakers and some heavyweights. This is what we needed to get it focused and get it out there for everyone. But Kenny's done an enormous amount of work, you know, there's no doubt about that. And we take our hats off to Kenny and his crew. And we can just give it all the best, but there's no doubt that something will come out of tonight and it'll be good.
It's all right to go and say to someone, you know what, I need a hand.
There's no doubt about that. Like, I've been through the mincer and that, and if you don't talk up, you bottle it up, and then it becomes too late, and we don't want that. They're out there everywhere, you know, and not being derogative, but you know, a lot of them don't go to the AFL. And they'd rather come to a player or ex-player, speak to them who's had those problems and can help them with them. It's just a lot more easier for the doors to open up there and one-on-one. You know, and it will work and it will happen.
100%, and with you great guys behind it, I'm sure it will, mate.
The other clubs are getting right behind us. They know the circumstances which we face, and you know, as I said, everyone needs to jump on board here.
That time was Harris, couldn't hold the mark. There's the man we were talking about, Wayne Harms, breaking clear to centre field. A long Walker. Harms has got him well covered. Great play by Wayne Harms. And this is Harms at his best. And look at him go to the 50-metre mark. Now he's at the centre of the ground. And long, look at that hand pass.
Hey, like the legendary Wayne Harms. So about the 5th quarter, mate, it's a good thing happening, man. Kenny's done a great job, yeah?
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting it off the ground now, Rocky. It's been a long time in the system, and tonight, hopefully 130 odd turn up, and we're not far away from starting.
100%, man. And I was saying to the other guys, man, like, it's an important thing, man. Like, at the moment, man, like this mental health and that, it's not just the older guys, the younger guys are copping it too, aren't they?
Oh, look, it's happening to everyone, and it's more prevalent now, I guess, from my era and earlier. That you know, it's you know, I've got a good friend of mine with onset dementia, and I believe that's come through playing football, but. You know, some have been lucky, but others have been unfortunate and struggling at this stage. You know, certainly the respect that Ken has from, you know, all his past teammates plus opposition players that he played against. It'll be shown tonight with the numbers that turn up to support him.
100%. And Kenny, just quickly, he wasn't someone. I don't think anyone disliked Kenny, did they?
Oh no, look, he's just a lovable bloke. He's, you know, he was built like a greyhound, you know, went in like a madman, and just earned the respect of everyone, and tonight should go really well.
Their families, the community, to achieve positive mental health and well-being. And that's what tonight is about. It's about launching this wonderful...
Cannot pick it up. Picked up by Kajio. Kajio's off. Up he goes, he'll run in and bang.
He bounces to Kajio.
Now we got, oh mate, Vinnie Kajio, mate. Oh, mate, that hair, mate. I wish, mate. I wish I had that sort of hair. But we're here for the 5th quarter, mate. Kenny's done a great job. I've been saying the same thing to everyone, but he has done a great job to get this up. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's why, you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
Because very interested in it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many players. You know, once they finish their footy, are forgotten about, and you know, you go and watch Carlton, and you watch Cribs, and you watch, you know, all the boys play. In years to come, they're going to be past players. You know what I mean? And you've got to appreciate what was there. So, still have a lot of people coming up to us saying we loved your era. You know, and so you know, and there's a lot of past players in doing it hard. And we can help somehow. I think we should. Well, sometimes, look, all it is just speaking to somebody, having someone to be able to come over and chat and makes their day feel better.
Yeah.
They can be very flat, but all of a sudden you have a chat with somebody and it can lift you.
100%.
You know,
man.
and just
100%.
a couple of kind words.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we're looking for. You all need company.
Yeah.
Company's important. So everyone gets down.
Yeah.
But you've got to make sure that when you're down, you've got a reason or an opportunity to go up.
Yeah.
Because if you stay down too long, it's not going to be good for you.
Johnson gets the hand pass out to Maru. Couldn't miss it. And puts it through.
Back to Maru. I'll see he's grabbed him up pretty well. Maru's played a very...
Kluwer takes the mark, gets a hand pass to Maru. Maru goes toward goal, shoots for Carlton.
Mate, we've got the legendary Alex Maru here for the 5th quarter, man. What do you think about it? Kenny's done a great job, man. It's something I think everyone needs, yeah?
Yeah, Rob, it's getting bigger, even with the AFL giving him a hard time and not backing him. Yeah. It's getting better, bigger, and it will get there.
I think so.
He's very passionate. I think it's a great initiative, and it'll be very good for not just AFL players, past players, but any type of sport.
Society seems at the moment they need a hand, don't they, man? They just need someone to talk to.
100%. Yeah, and we had a couple of guys in the last couple of weeks, which unfortunately didn't have the help that they probably needed. So this will give it even more of a
100%, man. 100%, man, and it'll get people talking. It'll get people doing something, and mate. And if they need to talk to someone, they're not embarrassed to come and speak to like a past
100%.
player, and they come to 5th quarter, and mate, they can get the help they need, mate. Because you know what? We all need a bit of help, mate.
100% we do.
Hey, we're not as tough as we
I need
think we
people
are.
to come and shop with me, and I can retire earlier.
We've got the legendary Big Harry. How you going, mate? How's things?
Very well.
Very well. So we're here for the 5th quarter.
Yes.
Big Kenny, mate. This is a great cause, man. It's something I think is a long time coming, isn't it?
Yeah, look, Ken Hunter's done a fantastic job to bring this all together, and based on his real life experiences, he's very keen that we support players post their careers.
Yeah.
And it's really important because for some it's easier than others, and for those where it's not easy, they need as much support as they can get, and so this would be a great way to do that.
100%. And just quickly, like we're men, sometimes men don't want to talk, do they?
Well, also if you play football too, you've got to come from a frame of mind where you're supposed to be indestructible just to get out in the field sometimes.
You don't even rub if you get it.
No. So it's not very often that AFL footballers post their careers are prepared to sort of show how vulnerable they are, because they've spent probably several years making out they're not vulnerable.
That's right.
So this is a really important initiative, and tonight's a really important night, and we look forward to being a success. He's played the game with a lot of courage, and he's showing a lot of that courage in the same way in organising the 5th quarter.
All right, so we're here at the 5th quarter now. I've been talking to all the other past players, but now we've got the man himself, Kenny Hunter. You're the man that's behind all this. Look at this. Look where we are. How's it all going?
Oh, hopefully we'll have a great night, and hopefully we'll get enough people here to be able to present what we want to do, and that's to support past players. We think we can do it a lot better. From tonight, that'll be the catalyst for us to take a big step from here. But that'll all depend, I suppose, on how the crowds react to what we say, and as to how far they're willing to support us.
Ian Finlay. Well, look, I just see this. We're a resource for the AFL and the AFLPA.
Yep.
We don't want to usurp their power. We want to work in a cohesive unit with them so they can say, well, listen, we can't help you here, but hang on, we'll get the fifth quarter in, they can help you.
Yes.
So we can be an added resource, not similar to... I sit on a couple of committees with the state RSL. Soldier On, 2PI, Legacy, DVA, the RSL, all of us working together for the one cause to enhance the veterans and help them. And I think that's what we've got to do here.
100%. And we have to all work together. I mean, and this is for what better cause than this,
Well, when you've got players that they're too scared to go to the they're a bit embarrassed, they're too scared to go and seek help, well, they can come to us and we're just a silent sort of board, I guess, but we can help them. And we've done it, like I also sit on the foundation at Epworth Hospital. I've now got players that we can take there that are not put in the media, they're not on the papers, and they can get treated, and they're not embarrassed because they can go in and get it done. Older ones that have got issues, and I won't mention them, but there are, and they're too embarrassed. Now, we take them to the Epworth, we take them in the back door, they get treatment, they get looked after, and they leave and they're happy because they're not on the front page of the paper. Oh, look what's happened here. So that's what
100%.
the players want.
100%. And sometimes, I've said this to the other players, they've all agreed, sometimes you just need someone to talk to, don't you?
And, well, look, you won't know this, but back in the 80s, we had Neil Clark, Nobby Clark, who played with us.
I was around in the 80s.
Nobby committed suicide. Now, when that all happened, he didn't talk to any of us, didn't tell us. And Danny's another one.
Yes.
And no one thought Danny was in trouble.
Yeah, we had a couple of young players just recently who
well, Hunter and young Selwood. And a lot of, how can I say, we as individuals should go up and say, how are you? And that's what's more got to happen is the guys have got to go to them and say, listen, have you got an issue? Hey, come on, we'll go and have a coffee and talk
100%,
about it.
100%. And the fifth quarter, that's what it's all about.
And that's what our whole aim is, to get assistance for these guys so they can go and talk to someone and their problems can be helped. Whether it be monetary, whether it be drugs, whether it be depression, anxiety, doesn't matter.